In September of 1992, the School of Administration split into two faculties, the Faculty of Social Studies and Humanities and the Faculty of Law and Management.
That faculty started with three departments: Department of Management, Department of Law, Department of Accounting and Finance.
At the very beginning, Professor Roland Lamus was the Dean of Faculty. We owe him a lot. He was a very good academician with a very good track record. He was the friendly type, the mentor type, a typical role model.
Édouard Limfat était en charge de la technologie. Atuen était en charge de l'administration. Et puis, il y avait McDonald en charge de l'agriculture. Et puis, Donald est parti pour l'Australie. Et moi, je suis resté à l'université. J'ai eu à prendre charge de l'école d'administration.
We learned a lot from him. He was a very good senior to many of us. I personally met him at the very beginning of my career, which was in the 1990s, and Professor Lamus was an example to the academic community.
There were lots of lecturers at the time that I was there that really shaped the faculty itself and obviously then shaped me as a person. We had the opportunity of having some top professors like Professor Nath, who was an econometrics lecturer, Professor Freismuth, who helped launch the stock exchange of the country.
We've had high-profile individuals like Claire Dahen, Dr. Foucan, Dr. Jawahir, Dr. Ramgati Wong, Professor Sanasi, Mr. Lampo. We owe our success to them. I've inherited a legacy. I serve as the Dean of the faculty right now.
The Faculty of Law and Management at that time, what I gathered was important, that it was an important aspect of the economy.
Well, there is no doubt that the Faculty of Law and Management made a significant contribution to skill development in the country.
Our mission was to develop high-quality human resources, to respond to the human resource needs, both in the private and public sector.
In my time as a student, we didn't have many courses. I remember we had BSc Management and Law and Management as main courses in the Department of Management.
So we started small and then we grew up and became a well-established faculty.
We have around 80 members of staff. These include academic staff, administrative staff, office attendants, clerical staff, all very dedicated in their specific tasks. We run a large number of programs. We have a big population of students.
It has the largest student population, 3,000 in all, and also it offers 27 undergraduate programs and 8 postgraduate programs, 35 programs this year, which is by and large the greatest at the University of Mauritius for a faculty.
We have a Master's in Innovation and Leadership, which is project-based, meaning there are no exams. So this attracts a population of students, which includes international students. Along with this, we have an MBA online, which gives students the possibility of studying online without having to come to the university. So we cater for the needs of the market as per student requirements, and it's working out well.
So the strengths of the Faculty of Law and Management, I would say, are its expertise of its staff, plus the passion that they have for what they do. Another aspect I would say is the local knowledge, so knowledge of the local market and industry, which helps young graduates really get into the world of work smoother.
We maintain our relationship with the business sector. Whenever government or anyone doing some research wanted an independent person, so they would knock on the door of Faculty of Law and Management and say, right, we need somebody who's not going to be biased, and that came from the University of Mauritius.
And the teaching that you get is more towards corporations and not as much on the public sector, which is quite interesting because the number of people that have then gone to work in the public sector have a thinking of how corporations should work and don't come in purely from a public administration perspective. And I think that collaboration really helps get the public sector to understand the real needs of the private sector.
And we have staff intervening on consultancy assignments at an international level. including the World Bank, the World Trade Organization, the UNDP.
The fact that we've managed to attract so many of our own former students to then come and work for the department, I think this has also been a very good thing.
The added value for the university in bringing alumni as lecturers is the industry expertise and applied knowledge, which definitely benefits the students.
And this is really very good because it gives the students today a great perspective of how work should be, what are the real challenges of shifting from the student mode to the real life mode. And I think that as ex-students, it's not only something that we would like to do, but I think it's our duty as well to go back and to do that for the students.
The international partnerships of the faculty has been very well put in place by all the academic staff.
From a quality assurance perspective, the Faculty of Law and Management calls upon external examiners for each of its programs. So we ensure that all our programs are internationally recognized. We take on board the comments of our external examiners and we ensure that these people contribute to a maximum to our learning.
It's important for me to highlight that the Faculty of Law and Management has organized a number of very important conferences, and this has only been possible thanks to the international cooperation that the faculty has put in place.
We now have various courses which are meant for various organizations which want to provide in-house training. I have in mind the courses we've been running for the police, for example, because it has for the first time provided members of the police force with solid academic training.
Tout le policier vous trouvez à travers la police marocaine, de ma station, de ma unité. C'est tout simplement le policier qui bénéficie à un coup là. Et les résultats opérationnels de travail, je mets ça en concept en application. Et à la fin du compte, c'est pas le public qui bénéficie.
Aujourd'hui, avec sa coopération qui nous a FLM là, nous trouvons nous la police peut évoluer et nous peut plus vers un service qui est la force comme nous étions auparavant.
This faculty right now has a world-class research group doing research in the field of tourism, sustainable tourism.
The International Center for Sustainable Tourism and Hospitality started its operations in 2015. It's run by Dr. Robin Nunku, who's the director. It incorporates a research dimension, and there is an aspect of internationalization which is good for the faculty because it throws a whole new dimension onto research in tourism which is a key pillar of the Mauritian economy.
The faculty has got to intensify such kind of examples and get more PhDs, more staff embarking on PhD. That is very important.
The interesting thing is the university remains the main point where all students has their first thought if they want to think of further studies. Even though they don't go to the University of Mauritius, even though they don't come to the Faculty of Law and Management, it remains as their first point of reference. And we should be able to see how to leverage even more on that.
The University of Mauritius really offers the whole range of subjects that a university, you would expect of a university. Whereas you would find other smaller universities or those who've come from abroad to set up here in Mauritius, they are quite focused in terms of the subject. And this is what the University of Mauritius can offer more. More interaction within the university, between the various faculties.
I also believe that the faculty needs to develop more in terms of entrepreneurship and innovation, as our vision for the University of Mauritius is to be a university that promotes research and entrepreneurial activities.
And we can obviously attract much more foreigners to come to Mauritius if we have created a great link with the private sector. So they come in, they get the country, the academia, and they get a buoyant economy to work within.
For the future of the faculty, there is no way out. We have to build a strong academic family. That is one of the essential conditions for the future development of the faculty?
Those, I think, are the areas where the faculty should put a lot more effort. And I have no doubt in the 25 years to come, that will be one of the leading faculties as well.
It's been 25 years, and I'm not hopeful, but I'm sure that there is a lot that can happen. And my real wish is that the faculty can really help shape the economy going forward.
I hope I'll see another 25 years, but this time probably it's bigger, better quality, but also more interaction with the community and society.
L'université qui a été créée en 1967, comme on dit, Jody Walker, hope still going strong. Et bravo, bravo pour l'université, bravo pour les étudiants actuels. Et keep it, gardez la femme.
I thank the staff of the Faculty of Law and Management, administrative staff, administrative officers who do a marvelous job at handling exams and student academic queries on a day-to-day basis. I thank our academic staff, our pool of part-time lecturers, our students, without whom there wouldn't be any Faculty of Law and Management, our office attendants for the maintenance of the faculty, each and everyone who contributes to the success and the good image of the faculty. Very best of luck in their future endeavors, and wish FLM long life and